I'm just measuring 3 1/4 cups of flour for a really delicious, delicately spiced pumpkin bread that I think you will enjoy very much. It's the perfect example of what's known as quick breads. No fuzzy yeast, no kneading required, and it's delicious straight out of the oven, but it's even better the next day after the flavors of the spices have had a chance to develop. So 3 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, and one of my favorite spices, allspice, 1/4 of a teaspoon, 3 teaspoons of baking powder. Make sure your baking powder is fresh. And now a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg. And it's about 1/2 of a nutmeg. There. So I'm whisking with a wire whisk, and these are our dry ingredients ready to incorporate into our wet ingredients, which I'll make right now. So 1 can. This is a 15-ounce can of pumpkin. Now we've been using this in all our pumpkin recipes. And by the way, here's a surprising fact about canned pumpkin puree. Most manufacturers make it from 1 or more kinds of squash, which can be less stringy and richer in sweetness and color than most pumpkins. And 1 cup of dark brown sugar. Cream the brown sugar and the pumpkin, and 1 cup of granulated sugar also. 4 large eggs. And we've changed the typical quick bread recipe to make it, I think, even more palatable and delicious by substituting melted butter, 12 tablespoons of melted butter, for an equal amount of vegetable oil or shortening. I really prefer the taste of butter, and I'd rather use a good creamery butter than oil in my bread. So just let this get nicely incorporated. And now you can add your butter. And then you can start spooning in your dry ingredients, alternating with a 1/2 cup of buttermilk. It smells really, really delicious. And a little bit more of the dry ingredients. So these cake pans are buttered 6 by 3. They're really little miniature bread pans. And you can also make 2 larger loaves, 8 1/2 by 4 1/2. These little ones are perfect for gifting. And the easiest way I find to make sure that each pan gets an equal amount is to spoon equal amounts, 1 by 1, into each pan. You can also do as the professionals do and weigh the pans. And it's very handy to have a good scale in your kitchen and work with it that way. I think it's a very good idea. Then you'll get even-sized loaves, and most professional bakers do use scales, because it's hard to divide into 4 equal portions. Yes, this has a very rich orangey color. So transfer this to a 350-degree oven, 40 to 45 minutes. So this quick bread really does slice very nicely. And since the ends are not as desirable as the center, I'll just cut one off and give it a taste. It's really, really good. So delicious that you'll be craving it all year long.